If you're looking to host for fall and you don't know what to make or don't know how to decorate, I got you. This is my step-by-step guide on how I host my dinner parties. I'll walk you through the menu, I'll walk you through shopping and everything that I did to host this so that you can host stress-free. This party's theme is fall, so of course I went with these fall colors, and I've also made a delicious homemade menu that's simple, quick, and easy to make so all your guests can enjoy themselves. All of the menu items are on my Substack and blog, and you can follow me on my other social media if you want more. I am planning a little dinner party, like a little fall dinner party, and I have my little grocery list of all the things that we're gonna make. It's gonna be a smaller dinner party with like 5 to 6 people, and there's a lot on the list. I typically like to do the shopping a day before if I have time to do so, but you know, you can also do it the morning of. This is gonna be so fun. We're doing like a little pumpkin painting session. We're gonna start around like 5 to 6, and then dinner will be 7, and I'll be cooking as people are like painting their pumpkins, and I'll also be partaking as well. So let's go. Going to the market is always so much fun because you don't know what you're going to get. And with flowers, I wanted flowers that were a little bit warmer. I usually end up going to a few grocery stores because not every grocery store has everything. And I always try to go to the grocery store the day before, so it's easy. Or what I like to do is to collect little bits and pieces and collect throughout the week. We got all of our shopping. So we just got back from shopping, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make all of this into our spread. The menu is gonna be really cute, so it's gonna be fall themed. So I'm gonna do like an autumn salad, and then I'm going to be doing like a little snack board. I originally wanted to make these little fig and brie toasts, but I think it's more fun if you can like assemble it yourself, just because I have some people that are coming that are veggie based. So we got figs, we got endives. This is for our pasta. They didn't have walnuts, so I got pecans, which are also very fall. And then for dessert, I'm going to be making a poached pear, and I'm gonna use the syrup to make a punch. So I think that'll be really fun as well. I'm gonna put all this in the fridge, and I'm going to be prepping some of this later tonight, and then I'm gonna be doing additional prep tomorrow in the morning. We got some flowers, and I'm going to be putting these in water so I can arrange them a little bit later. I got flowers that feel very fall. I really wanted to get these daisies, but I felt like it felt too spring. So these will be really nice on my tablescape. They give me that fall, like warm rust tone that I think will contrast really well with the rest of our spread. So we're gonna put these in water, and then we are going to make our floral arrangements. This is my recipe when you don't know what type of flowers to get. I always like to get 3 to 4 bunches. So I like to get a main bunch, which is, you know, what colors you're going for. For this one, we're going for a very rust color, red, gold-ish theme. And then I like to get 2 types of filler, one with more pops of color and the other one that's sort of scragglier. And to keep things organized, I like to trim them all so they're all uniform and strip them as well. And then a little bit later, I'll show you how I'm going to arrange them. I have been steaming my tablecloth with a steamer, which to be honest is not the most practical way of doing it. It's just what I have on hand. For the arrangement, I wanted to go with rust themed, and I wanted to have a lot of pumpkins scattered throughout to really bring in the fall vibes. I got a wide assortment of a different variety of pumpkins, different size, different shapes, because we will be painting them. And I love using seasonal produce as part of the decor. Was trying to decide between glass or gold, but I thought that the gold really worked a lot better with this particular tablescape. And of course, we need some candles. Whenever I don't know what color to choose, I just go with the default of white candles. I think they look super classy. And these little vintage bud vases I have been using seriously for every single dinner party. I love them so much. I got 2 sets of 6, and they're perfect for a 6 to 8 person table. I think that, you know, with a dinner party, you don't want the flowers to be too tall so you can't see people or hear them. The plates are from Crate and Barrel, and I did get this charger. I used it for my Valentine's Day party, and it's from Amazon. When choosing your theme, I think it's usually easy to choose a base color. So for this one, it was definitely the rust, and then to work around it. So I like to have little pops of color, little tiny bits of yellow, and gold accents to match. Now let's prep the bar cart. I typically like having the glasses on the bar cart. That way guests, when they enter, they can immediately grab a beverage and then they can walk to their seat or they can linger around. Now let's talk about menu. I'm going to go in chronological order. We are poaching. I love making this dessert whenever I feel like I want something homemade, but I know I won't have that much time. It's just like really fun. It's easy. You can do it the night before, which is always a plus because making dessert the day of is a little daunting. Ooh, it's simmering. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. All you need to do is poach the pears for about 30 minutes until they're nice and soft and tender. And then you can put the pears or the peaches on top of like ice cream, mascarpone. I like putting something crunchy like almonds or some sort of nut on top, and it's just so delicious and so easy. This is one of my most complimented fall desserts. It's so easy to make the night before. All you need to do is cut and core your pears and you can let it simmer, and don't forget to save the syrup because you can use it to make a punch. If you are hosting alone or if this is your first dinner party and you are cooking everything, I highly recommend having a few recipes, a few items that you can pre-prep the day before or the morning of. That way you can really enjoy hanging out with your guests, talking to them, and just be calmer throughout. I know that if you're in the kitchen for the entirety of the time, it's a lot. It smells amazing, just like cinnamon and like fall. We're going to be roasting the carrots for our salad, and this is a really easy autumn salad. You can also use squash, but the sweetness of the carrots really come through in the salad. And again, doing the prep the night before, roasting your carrots, whatever you can do. The salad is warm and inviting and so decadent, and I'll show you what it looks like the day after. So that was all the prep that I did beforehand, and we're going to go to bed and then we're going to wake up and continue prepping the food. And look at these cookies. I've always wanted to try this hack. Basically, you take a cookie and then you pre-bake it for a little bit, and then you take your other cookie and you shove it in the middle. It's honestly so fun and so easy, and it's very festive. Now we're counting down the clock. This is about an hour before the guests arrive. I'm setting up the cheese board. I got figs, which I think are an amazing autumn addition. Since it was a smaller group, I just got one pack of assorted cuts. So prosciutto and salami, and one cheese, which is brie. I think brie is super creamy. It's a crowd favorite. And of course, can't forget the olives. This is my absolute favorite olive. It's Casa Vetrano olives. They're soft and creamy. And I wanted walnuts, but we went with pecans. And we're going to finish off with a few sprigs of rosemary. Remember when I said to save the liquid from the poached pears? We're going to be making a very delicious spiced pomegranate punch. For the base, I'm going to be using bourbon just because I feel like bourbon just screams holiday to me. I did make the pasta during the party, so I don't have videos of me cooking it, but here is the final. I found these really fun shapes at Trader Joe's, and they're little pumpkin shaped, and I just made a very simple vodka pasta. Okay, let's try it. I wanted something that felt like, I don't know, like that felt like fall. So you can tell me if it tastes like
so
fall.
Maybe there's some cinnamon or something. Cheers! Wow, thank you.
Let's try it. Does it taste spiced and delicious? Oh, that's good.
It's got kick to it.
Cheers! I set up the little station for us to decorate pumpkins, and this activity is super simple. You just need pumpkins, Mod Podge, and dried florals, and you press the flowers onto the pumpkin, and they turned out so cute. I love pairing dinner parties with an activity, especially one that you can take home, so this was perfect. So I just finished hosting. It is so hot, like unbelievably hot today. It might be like the hottest day in San Francisco, but we had so much fun. Everyone loved all the food. I tried to capture as much of the activities as I could, but it's honestly so hard to capture when I'm like running around, I'm like cooking, I'm like plating stuff, making sure everyone's glasses is full. But I'm really proud of myself because I did capture the dessert portion, and I notoriously never capture any of the food, so I'm really proud of myself for that. So I'm gonna get to cleaning. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and I'll see you next time.